Welcome to Nature's Glory Cabin Off-Road. This is part 2 of the Fall 2025 DBBB pre-ride of the Southern Expansion Trails. We're going to do Newfound Road, we're going to go up to a fire tower, and we're going to try to do Whoopflarea. Didn't really work out the way we had hoped, so you'll see what happens when we get there. But let's move this along. This is the total details from the whole day. Again, this is part 2. After lunch, we took off and did more. This is our full day, 9 hours and 2 minutes till we got all the way back and shut everything off. And again, just like we did in part 1, this is the full map where we started at Kelly's Lake and Campground, condensed it down quite a bit here, Highway 11, Highway 30, and then we finally get down to Southern Kentucky and we start running the trails. Today, we're on the second half of this, where we're over to, you can't see it on here, we're doing Newfound Road, which loops around the South Fork Kentucky River, and we end up going over to a fire tower, and then to Whoopflarea, and then after that, we head back out. And here coming up is the actual where we started. We finished from lunch here at the Swinging Bridge on Newfound Road. We went across the bridge and we looped around. Newfound Road turned into Newfound Oneida at some point through there. I believe it's right on the map there. And then we come out at Oneida, where we'll pick up a little video, and then we'll pick up the next map. We're going to get all 3 of them out on there and have all 3 of us sitting together too.
I can do that.
On our way. This is one of the places where everybody seems to like to get a picture, so yeah, we decided we'd do it too. We got everybody on here and we took some pictures, and then we motored on down the way.
You're good.
Here we pick up my last map there where we come into Oneida, and then we turn out of there onto 1482 South. Made a little bit of a mistake there, ignore that little branch up there, and then we go on down and we turn on to Little Bullskin Creek Road, which takes us all the way back to Mistletoe, where we go up Mistletoe to the fire tower. We'll pick up that shortly.
So South Fork Kentucky River.
Yep, where we've been. 82, whatever that is. Still going south on 1482. Little Bullskin Road.
Interesting.
Good zoo, 10 feet deep. Still connected with the ridge.
Interesting.
We have done a lot of gravel driving today.
Yeah.
Those first 2 are pretty close together. Should we already in 4 low now, or are we good for a while?
No, I would stay in 2-wheel drive. This is actually, Whoopflarea was back there where those 4-wheelers were. There's a fire tower up here. It's just right down the road. We're going to go check that out. real
So
quick.
if they're in the must be a sharp turn. Your two-door couldn't make that turn.
Hmm. Oh, apparently.
That's how you do it.
Scratch that. You'll need four-wheel drive.
What's the problem? Dry like this. I got to watch the guy in front of me, so it was actually a pretty good climb. It looked rougher than that, didn't it?
Yeah.
I expanded this a little bit here so you can see how we actually went up to the fire tower where we turned up Mistletoe and turned off of Mistletoe onto this. Shows as a closed road. I don't know technically if it is or not. Everybody still goes up there. And then when we came back down, we went on, I think it's Buffalo Creek Bullskin on this end of it. I expanded this out a little bit more here, so we still started off with the fire tower. There's a little loop up there where you can turn around and get around it. We had to clean a little tree out in order to do that. Came back down Mistletoe, and then again Buffalo Creek, Little Bullskin Creek Road, and we go down to a point where we it flares off and we take a left onto Whoopflarea Rd, and as you can see, trees down in the water, and we had to turn around. There's a lot more detail in here so you can see that too. What didn't make it on camera here was just to the right, we're looping around it right now, is a little building that I guess was a ranger shack or something like that. So this tree you can see here had a bunch of little limbs that were sticking out, so we trimmed a bunch of those off. Probably could have done a little better job. We did it real quick, and then we're going to head right back down the hill. This doesn't look like too much right here right now. We came up that just a minute ago. It was a decent little climb, but it's nice and dry now. I would almost bet if it's wet, it would be pretty slick and a little bit more work to get up it. as we ride down here to the bottom of the hill again. This is where the side-by-sides were sitting when we turned up the hill. I don't know if we saw those on camera or not, but now we're going to turn left here, and it becomes Buffalo Creek, Bullskin Creek, two names. There's two different creeks, I guess, back here. So we're going to drive down this a little ways, and then we will end up cutting over onto Whoopflarea. This continues on to the right down here where we go left, and it separates it. That'll be marked in the video. And here's the spot where we go left to go on to Whoopflarea Road. Right here would have been staying on that Buffalo Creek little bullskin road. Unfortunately, this is the first time I'd ever done this area, so I don't know where it comes out at. We got back in here where the trees were and had no choice but to turn around. So someday I'll get down here again to do it another time. They tell me there's a pretty good spot in this somewhere that it can be fairly difficult. I just haven't had a chance to see it yet, and didn't on this day either. here we are at Ship Rock. I like to call it Titanic because, you know, it's just cracked right down the middle here. And then we're all lined up here. We're just getting ready to go down a little further. And at this point, we don't know about the problems. But it seems like every time we go out these days, there's problems. Stay tuned for more.
That is a major problem.
Uh-oh.
There's a large tree that has fallen across the trail and it's in the water.
As you just heard on the radio, well, we got a problem. I got some pictures here popping up where you can see what they look like. This is the trees that are down in what is, I'm told, the deepest part of the water. So we weren't able to do anything with that, so we had to turn around and head back. And we got the map coming up here where we went back out pretty much the way we came. We had to make a couple of extra turns because it wasn't as clean getting out of here as we'd planned. But I do have the turn-by-turn in here so you can see that. You don't take Highway 11 all the way back because it takes you to Boonville, kind of out of your way. So you got to work your way back to Highway 30. And we aired up there on the Kentucky River.
Have you guys go second so you guys can get some videos of me.
Okay. I thought you were talking to us.
Yeah, I thought so too. Oh well.
Just let them go.
Yeah. Then we can get videos of all of you.
Hey, and then we can get you all from the rear camera behind us. I told you, everybody likes to be on camera.
Yeah. Right.
This way I want to drive as fast. Yeah, he said he thought the same thing when he went through. He said, great, somebody's been here cleaning.
Yeah.
That's as far as I got.
Yeah.
I got down there and said, fuck. Just like we did.
Yeah.
I had been the tail gunner for the entire trip. I finally got in the middle on the way back, and we got a little rear camera footage. It didn't turn out great. This was all I got. Sometimes you gotta remember to turn our headlights off because the camera doesn't look very good when the lights are on. So I got a little bit here of the green Jeep. He's on 40s and tons, I believe, and it's a 4-door. And the leader is in a 2-door JK, I think on 37s. And here is where we stopped on the Kentucky River to air up. I got a little bit of pictures of everybody here so you can see us as we did this. They were going to go camp out for the night, so had to send us back on our way. So we got aired up, and this is the map from the air spot on the Kentucky River, and it shows all the little turns we had to make to get all the way back to Highway 30. Once we get on Highway 30, we just ride out Highway 30 all the way till it turns into 11 at Betaville, and stay on 11 and right on back toward Cowder's Campground in Slade or wherever you might want to go. Hope everybody's enjoyed this. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Really like to hear what you got going on. Thanks for watching.